Okay, guys. Starting right where we left off here with... You can cut those. The town of the Minish. And we're going to find someone who can speak our language. Now, normally you'd probably wander around for ages trying to find this person, but I've already played this game, so I'm going to skip right to him. It's this guy. With the giant hat and the sparkly glasses who he constantly pushes up no matter what. And they only seem to shimmer every other push. I've never seen an outfit like that before. Are you a human? I'm not going to do voices for everyone because it's going to get extremely ridiculous if I do. Or main characters I will, at least. Oh my, it's been quite some time since any humans came here. My name is Vistari. I watch the Abbey, as well as the shrine to the north. You seem to be having some trouble with our language, don't you? You could use a jabbernut. It'll allow you to understand our tongue. You should be able to find one in the Barrel House just south of here. Barrel House? That is not directly south, or is it? There is no house directly south of here. That is definitely southeast. You lied to us, Vistari. Oh my god. What am I supposed to do? How do I get the nuts? It's not like this is Zelda or anything where you can just push a crate and oh wait, yes it is. Oh Jacob, this must be the jabbernut Vistari told you about. Well, you better eat it if you plan on making any progress at all. That looks like a very disgusting nut to eat. It has lips. You eat the jabbernut. Now you can understand the language of a... Sorry, I did not mean to use that voice for that. Ha! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Link has very irritating rolling noises. Capcom makes these games, like, I figure I should just mention this now. And when it was first announced that Capcom was going to make a Zelda game, like develop one, alongside Nintendo, when it was for the first portable Zelda game, which was Link's Awakening for the Game Boy, everyone was really critical of Nintendo for having that idea. What'd you say? So if you eat the jabbernut, you can understand us. Sorry, but I know little about swords. I'm sure the Elder can help you. Everyone was really critical of it, but Link's Awakening was one of the best Zelda games ever made. A lot of people have Link's Awakening as their absolute favorite, along with the Oracle games, which are one of my personal favorites. Look at those things on the background there, they look like symbols. I wonder what they could mean. It's been quite a while since I heard outsiders speak our tongue. We have little to offer you in these woods, but please enjoy your stay. Ugh, yawning. Man, you can do that all day? Thank you for your offer, but we have no time to relax. My name is Eslo. This child is Jacob. We need to break a curse that has been cast on the Princess of Hyrule. To do so, we'll need to reforge the broken Picori blade. Oh, yes. We've come here now to have the blade reforged. If you want the blade reforged, you will need the 4 elements. These are the crystalline forms of the energies that fill our world. Only by infusing the blade with these energies can a new blade be forged. Here, give me your map. I can mark where these elements can be found. They're the same symbols as are on his wall. Apparently there's an element right here. How convenient. The earth element can be found in the shrine to the north of the Vistari Abbey. Speak with Vistari. He will show you to the path to the shrine's entrance. Go with caution. Evil creatures have lately made their home in the shrine. Return to me at once after you have found the earth element. I'm going to tell you right now, I've beaten this game before, but I've never 100%ed it. I by no means know where everything is. At all. I don't know all the secrets, I don't know where to get all of the shells and stuff to let you... That's a spoiler, but I don't care, since it's just a little side thing you can do. There are these little seashells you can get, like the secret seashells from... Ah, why do I always have so much trouble remembering the name of Link's Awakening? Secret seashells from Link's Awakening. These seashells, instead of allowing you to get a new sword, Like to move out of our way, Fasari. Yeah, we want to get to the shrine. Yeah, quite dangerous. Who cares? We're gonna go up here. You see, if you hadn't grabbed this when you were big, you couldn't have gotten it. You can't get things that are on the ground when you are a Minish. Unless you're in this view. Deep Wood Shrine. There are monsters inside here. Ah, Islo is so afraid. You can't break pots with your sword yet. But it comes a lot earlier than it did in Link to the Past, where you had to get the golden freaking sword to break a pot. Oh my god, a push block puzzle. I wonder how we solved this. Already solved. Slugs! Murder them. Yeah. This game's pretty easy, and as I said that, I'm probably going to screw up a lot now. Buttons. Boxes! Keys! Get the keys. Islo, we already have a key! What have you been smoking? Oh yeah, interception. Shut up, Islo! I can explain this myself. You stand in front of this, you press R, whatever that is. Then you pull it, and it opens that. Then you grab this. You do this. When he pulls the mushroom, it just looks so... yeah. Look at all these green rupees, man. All over the place. We can push these blocks, and now there's a shortcut there. You can't kill these things yet. They do bounce a lot. Wow, look at the size of that barrel! Oh, right. Right! How silly of me. It's not big, we're just small. That was an ominous creaking noise. Yeah, there's nothing up here. There's no reason to be here. They just let you go there for some unfathomable reason. Now, this barrel can't really do much of anything yet. Well, something does appear there, but you won't be able to get it until much later. Now you see, these are circle switches. They don't stay pressed down when you're... Ah! How did I do that, man? You're not supposed to do that, dude. But as long as you press both of them, it lights the brazier. And lets you... For some reason it stays lit now. Don't know why. Well, hey, be careful, my lad. The barrel just moved. Yes, it did. Now we can get up here. We don't have a key yet, so that was pointless. Just getting up there was. But we can also go out this way, which is where we want to go. These things charge at you if you actually give them a chance to. I'm not going to because I'm too cross for that. Yes, doesn't that look really, really wrong? I mean, look at what is Link doing to that mushroom when he's pulling it? I didn't know Link went that way for the mushrooms, man. Found a dungeon map. That's what it looks like. These marks on the ground determine how far you should pull it, in case you were wondering. Am I really getting beaten up by slugs? Die, punk. Yeah, I wonder what we could possibly use to hold down that switch. This is a handheld Zelda game, which means you can push pots! Magic! Now, you see here, you'll make a treasure chest appear by pressing down both of these switches, but in order to get it, you have to pull the switches, these inside to the switches there. Very, very simple puzzles. It's the first dungeon though, so that's to be expected. Yeah, I'm breaking this up into like half-hour parts, or whenever I finish a dungeon, whichever comes sooner. And it looks like right now that finishing the dungeon is going to come sooner than the next half hour, so this part's going to be a bit shorter than the previous one was. Open the door just by touching it, because Link's too cool to use keys like a normal person. Gonna go check what's up here. Let's go this way. I don't really remember much of this dungeon. It's been a long time since I played, but press the switch to open the door. That's the same door from the room we just went through down there. Ah, we can't get in here yet. But yeah, that's a bit of a spoiler alert. Okay, I lied. There is a way to kill these guys right now. You can throw pots at them. But honestly, it's not really worth it. Money. I always try to get every bit of money you can, just because it's better that way. In fact, I get a little bothered whenever I skip a rupee, just because it's like, but I could have had that! Now, you can't get this yet. I'll tell you that right now, you can't get this treasure chest yet, because a pot always breaks if you push it. You need to come back here later. Now we actually need to go use that door I opened, because you can't get back any other way. So yeah, except for getting the compass, which in and of itself isn't very useful. The compass! This was a massive waste of time. Bridge, mushroom, pump. That's obviously what Link's doing to it. And now his face gets all red, man. Does he know what we're thinking about him when he does it? Does he, like, know there are people watching him? Wait, I'm not supposed to break the fourth wall. There's supposed to be no R button! I'm dying of slug! What am I doing? Yeah, I remember now. To solve this puzzle, you gotta pull this one all the way over here, to go all the way around, and push this one onto the switch. Fun. Did you take care of a bunch of really easy guys that don't seem to know the concept of direction? Because they're dashing all over the place but at me. Got a small key! I think we know how to open these. Oh yeah, there's another thing that you only find in these Capcom Zelda games. Locked blocks. There are blocks that, well, block your path. And they can only be opened if you have a key. Because you can see they'll have a keyhole in the top of them, and apparently inserting the key in them results in a critical failure of the block or something, because it just breaks. It's a giant caterpillar! Ah! Get off me! No! Leave me alone! To hurt this thing, you gotta hit it in its giant, fat, bulbous nose, and then you smack it in its heart-shaped tail. It's honestly really easy, especially if you get it in a situation like this. Then just make sure it doesn't hit you. Seriously, this mini-boss is a cakewalk. Especially when you can press the sword button as fast as I can. You got the Gust Jar! This is the item of this dungeon. It really sucks! Literally. Wrong button. See, look at how much this thing sucks. I'm aware that these puns are terrible. Shut up. You got a piece of heart! Now you have 2 pieces. Click 2 more to increase your life energy. Buttons? You got 10 mysterious shells! I'm not sure what they're for, but let's hold on to them for now. 10 more of them! Yeah, this is really not a very useful item except for this dungeon. I mean, I'm sure some people get a lot of use out of it, but there are just later items that are a lot more useful. This button makes that appear. It's a portal. Now, most people would say it's a portal to the dungeon entrance, but I more say it's a portal from the dungeon entrance. You see, if you suck all of the dust off this guy's head, it's a mushroom, disgusting, then you can kill it with your sword. The Gust Jar is pretty much the boomerang of this game. Alright, there's stuff here. Except it's nowhere near as useful. Treasure chest. More cells! You see this? Suck off this spider web? We got a new place we can go. Down a hole! Look at this lily pad. Now this is a really, really, really cool segment. Yeah, as was asking, saying if we find a way to travel by water. Well, why not use the lily? You control this lily by blowing air in the opposite direction, kind of like a nozzle for a rocket propels it by blowing out hot gas. Now you're supposed to go the other way, but I'm going this way first to get that treasure chest we couldn't get. Oh, wait. No, this is the wrong area. Yeah. Like I said before, I haven't played this in a long time. Oh man, what are you doing? It's a good thing they start you on the lily, or this would be extremely irritating and even impossible. If the lily didn't come back to you when you respawn, it would be completely impossible. If not, this would be extremely irritating. I hate you. Now, to do this... Well, it should be obvious at this point, right? Do I really need to explain every puzzle? Break all the other ones, leave one remaining that isn't against the wall. Push onto the switch. Voila, the sluice gates, which is what those probably are, go down. Although, why there are sluice gates when this entire part of this temple Seems to be useless as beyond me. Now you see, this is what lets you do this puzzle. You get the lily pad as a bridge. There's a key in here. Of course. Another thing. I swear Link breaks the key every time he uses it, or something. Because, like, the keys seem to be universal, as shown in later dungeons where you get multiple keys at the same time. And you can open the doors in any order with any key. But, why don't I do that? Dude. So Link must, like, really suck with keys or something, because it almost, like, breaks it in the door or something. Suicidal slugs? Cool. Anyway. Time for more mushrooming. Now you can do this with the Gust Jar. Now you have to pull it from all the way as far as you possibly can go. No, wait, I'm doing that wrong. You have to pull it from as short as you possibly can. Boy. That was a waste of time. By the way, guys, if you don't like the 30-minute segments, I can shorten the videos down for you a bit. Just leave a comment or send me a PM or something. And now we got the big key and go straight to the entrance. Now before we do anything, we're taking this portal. So it's straight to a piece of heart. You got a piece of heart. Ah. Dude, you're supposed to be talking here, man. Money! That's great. We're coming short on time here. We got like 10 minutes left, but I'm pretty sure I can do this in 10 minutes. This boss is incredibly easy. You don't even know, man. I mean, the boss is a surprise if you have. It's kind of surprising and amazing if you haven't played this game before, because it really gives you an idea of what it means to be tiny, of just how big of a problem certain enemies get if you're tiny. That is the boss of this dungeon. A normal green choo-choo. Just a plain old green choo-choo, the ones we were killing in like 2 sword slashes outside, is the boss of the first dungeon. Dripping from the ceiling and stuff. But this is what it means to be Minish-sized. This is how big a green choo-choo is to you. Why was I throwing pots? So you gotta suck out all the gel from its base so it's unsupported. Then the chew will fall over, leaving you open to slash its face. Yeah, you cut that asshole. Yeah, I do make various references to various LPers while I'm LPing. The thing is, when you suck on the base... No, not like that! Your mind's out of the gutter. It drags the choo-choo towards you. mean that you can't just sit there sucking all day, man. You gotta suck in segments. Or the sucking will start to hurt. Dude, I thought you were never gonna fall over. Come on! Just die already. Oh! Ow! Land on my face. Yeah. When he's on his last legs, he starts to jump forever. So this should be the last repetition. His falling over, he actually tries to damage you with it, which means that he'll always fall on whichever side you're on. So as long as you dodge him, it makes it extremely easy to win. And he's dead. We got the Earth element. Shiny triangles! You got the Earth element! The power of the Earth is the source of all living things. The Earth element is the embodiment of that power. You got a heart container! Your life energy has increased and been replenished. And time for a cliffhanger. I'm sorry guys, but we're gonna have to leave it off here. See you next time on The Legend of Zelda when we listen to Eslo babbling about whatever we have to do next. Later.